And even with my amazing typing skills, I managed to stay on time. It's a miracle. A Christmas miracle for all to see. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the corner of my barony. Barony. My knee for the Baron. Yes, that's right. It's my whole knee. We're back. I believe, we gotta talk to Valerie. I think also the woman did something about singing attacks, which means it might be time to go visit there finally. Go see what's going on in Pataxi Land. But you know. Sorry, that already. Yeah, we're back. We're back in we're back in having in our amazing barony that is doing greatly despite all the peasant revolts, the constant rioting because we overspend and we're evil, so we're committing a lot of crime, a lot of peasant crime. It turns out running a tyrannical government, not most peasants aren't a big fan of that. They don't like the high taxes. They don't like the lack of real enforcing police. And they just don't like me, believe it or not. Peasants don't like me. We did a survey with 10 peasants, and all of them said kind of a meh to a negative opinion of me. And that's fair. I have a meh to a negative opinion of every peasant, so you know. Greetings, Valerie sighs. Everything is well, I hope? I'm ready for new orders. I don't understand. I more or less know a lot about this stuff, so don't I'm not reading it out, especially because it's not a it's just a lot of reading. And if you want to read it in your free time, right? You go on. I want to leave some parts of this, some parts of it for you to explore. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to talk to the storyteller and ask him what she was yelling at him about. Yeah, wrong person. It's okay. We're working on a reading comprehension. Can't let my brain deteriorate too far. Storyteller twitches as you approach. Ah, your grace, your stories are calling to you. Have you ever answered the call? Captain told me to fight with Valerie. Storyteller lowers his head and his head sorrowfully. I'm assuming his head. Alas, this is true. Believe me, I didn't want to fight, but my fool curiosity wounded Valerie's pride. I will apologize to her first chance I get. What was the fight about? I asked Valerie if she still had anything related to the Eternal Rose Order from back when she was a novice. An innocent question, but she took it as impudence or insult. Please don't blame her. I'm to blame for what happened. And she's been asking strange. What can I say? We are not that close. She has no interest in the things that matter to me, and I prefer the world of ancient heroes and old legends, not the fuss that is all around us here and now. So I don't have an answer to your question. But I know that those who consider Valerie a close companion might be hurt by her words. Yesterday, I talked to Lindsay, and when I mentioned Valerie, I heard sorrow and tears in her voice. Maybe the tireless chronicler is having a tough time for the very same reason that you honored me with your visit today. Thank you. It's kind of funny because I don't really imagine him talking to anybody. I kind of imagine him as like a hermit that just sits in the corner and, doesn't really do much unless you bring him story items. A halfling girl, tussling hair. It's just a generic intro. She with Valerie. Lindsay lingers, then sighs dully. I had a fight with her, a big one. Well, I wanted to talk to her about the best way to describe her hair color in the book, and she said my book is trash, and I'd be no better if I busied my time with. I won't even repeat it. I don't want to fucking shit on Lindsay. Should have picked on her. Lindsay lowers her head sorrowfully. You're probably right, but I'm doing it for her, you know? To be honest, Valerie hasn't been herself lately. She's usually polite, though she can be cold at times. But now she's changed, and it's all after, you know, Lindsay gathers her strength. She got that scar. I talked to her before, and she wasn't very nice that time either. She's gotten so spiteful after she got hurt, though she says she doesn't care. She keeps saying she doesn't care. I also wonder what happens if I just send her off forever. Because I was talking with that guy the other time about, you know, how just don't leave without me, of course. I'd be whatever you tell me, but honestly, cooped up in the dusty room. Thanks for the little bit. It's no way to talk to Valerie. You know, but we could just send Lindsay off forever. You know, never have her join our party again. Send her off into the abyss. Which I also wonder, then, you know, who's writing the story? Is she just, like, sneaking behind us? She's just stalking us from the bushes. And to be fair, I bring her with everywhere just because, you know, she's fairly useful. Though I think I'm fairly bad with, you know, upping the buffs and everything. But it's whatever. We talk. You've been acting strange. If you're going to bring up that scene in the throne room, don't waste your breath. Evelyn completely deserved that speech. I know you're to fight with a storyteller, and you yelled at Lindsay. The storyteller? What business of what business of his if I have anything left from that order? Does he imagine I'm still carrying around Shaylin's radiant face as a souvenir? As for Lindsay, she knows full well how her constant babbling about her book irritates me. The captain of the guard said you were fighting, taking out random people. Valerie narrows her eyes. So the captain of the guard thinks I'm incapable of carrying out my duties to you and your subjects. Perhaps he should change his armor for a judge's mantle if he's so ready to declare such verdicts. Why do you think that Pasquinade... I really don't like... I get the word is unfitting, but, like, you know, I'm stupid and I had to look it up. So, who else could it have been about? The scribbler used to never leave me alone. Dogged my heels and asking... Dogged my heels as it's beginning of the night. I'm good. Just take a breath, Brandon. Just take a deep breath. Let's move my chair slightly over because that's what I want. I'm not centered at my desk. And I have to stand up to move my fucking chair because it's a tall desk and a tall chair. Who knows why I got this tall fucking desk. What else could it have been about? The scribbler used to never leave me alone. Dogged my heels, asking questions whenever I appeared on the street. And now, Valerie stops angrily and looks away. Lila's bite. I want to help you. Valerie twists her lips and looks away. She wants to end the conversation. Valerie? Should I wait? The thing is, right, I want to, like, not be neutral evil with the other characters just because I want to, you know, get their story rather than being a dick constantly. I'm fine with writing the... I mean, like... Alright. It's not one of those, you know... I said, oh, you know, I'll do neutral evil because no one else is going to do it, you know. And, of course, neutral evil pops up. Why can't I press it? I don't care about being mean to the character. I just don't want to, like, lose out on the quest. When the girl starts talking again, her voice sounds soft. Please forgive me, Judith. I understand your worries. My behavior over the last week has been, left much to be desired. I don't know why I'm doing these things. Valerie looks at you, raising her brow. Was that a joke? If so, it was inappropriate. I don't think anyone is worse or below me. There's a different reason. Valerie gathers her strength before she continues. I think I fooled myself when I kept saying that I don't care about the scar on my face. The girl hesitates, lifts her hand and touches the scar on her face. Since it appeared, it's like the world around me has changed. Whenever I went before, my admirers, followers, and bars used to follow me around, and now it's like I'm invisible. Worse. I see how those I talk to trying hard not to look at the scar. It's like it undid me completely. Valerie stops again, absently running the tips of her fingers over the ugly scar on her face. I don't think it's really that ugly. I mean, honestly, it's not much worse for wear. She finally pulls her hand away from her face and looks at you. I've never seriously imagined what would happen if I lost my beauty. I thought my actions would speak much louder than my appearance, but now I am having doubts in this and everything else I keep telling myself. Brad looks down. I don't know how to be weak, Judith. It's not what I was taught. The girl smiles sadly. You know, when they buried my grandmother, I didn't shed a tear. My mother was frightened for my cold heart, and my father thought this was another reason I should become one of Shaylin's paladins. But, in fact, I simply did not know how to weep over something I've lost. Father runs her finger through her hair and sighs. Thank you. Now that I know what to do, since I don't know how to cry and wail, I'll do something useful. There's a lot of people I need to apologize to. I don't like how she pulled out the sword after that conversation. A lot of people I need to apologize to. Pulls out the sword. Oh yes. Oh, that's not an apology action. Okay. That's done then. We can go back to the dungeon. I just think we should get like a level on us before we do. I'm wondering where the, I don't think we can visit it, the prison. I don't think it's a physical place. You have to, like, get through through special events, like when we did the other thing. I'm wondering if it's even possible for us to get down there right now. Because, so, if you remember last time, one of the events we had happen was the bard from, Patax was playing a very, very bad song, so I don't know why I'm saying it like that. She was playing some fucking music inside the square. They were clearly propaganda for King Iravardi. We told her to go fuck herself. You're going to jail. I don't remember if I had her executed or not. I don't think I did. I think it was just like, you know, we threw her in jail. Tossed her in a slammer, threw away the key, yes, yes. And, she did mention something about the Pataxian, Pataxian, tournament, I think she said the word was. We do also still need to figure out what... I wish we'd pay more... I was paying more attention, right? For this one. Actually, you know what I could do? Let me quickly, you know, take a couple more loading screens. 2 to be exact, but, you know. What's 2 loading screens to a man of infinite time and splendor? That's right. I didn't let you guys know, but I'm apparently immortal. I have not died yet, so... so far, nothing could prove me wrong. Devil some say, let's... I don't know. He's not overly specific about it. I do like the... I think the owlbear shrunk when they put it there. It doesn't look as big. As huge as the other one. I think that bear is shrunk. Okay. It's not the same bear. Though, I mean, honestly, how many giant owlbears do they have? Just real quick before I pass over into land that I can't do stuff at. I just want to make sure that I did in fact riots as par for the course. Oh! I didn't know it gave a -3 to all rolls. That's probably not helping. I probably should get that fixed, huh? The problem is, right, like, you know, negative current BP or BP per week, busy in event resolution, feast for the afflicted. Trouble to worry, trouble to worry. Okay. Yeah, we just need to keep doing the I just keep doing some of that stuff. Yeah. 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 So whenever somebody comes available, we'll spend the money to... Oh, cool. Cool. Just exit the stupid kingdom mode. Better open it back up. God damn it. It's every time, man. I leave the fucking kingdom. Luckily, I mean, I'm only 8 hours away, but I wouldn't consider that ideal. I should always do, like, the problem is, right, like, oh, I should always do, like, a day skip while I'm in town. And what difference is that going to make in the grand scheme of things? Because, you know, it'll just hold off that event for one more day, you know? What you got for me, Lindsay? This is only take a moment. Really, it's nothing, but I do need your advice. Some hunters from attacks are wandering the outskirts of your barony. If you ask me, I don't care. There's enough game for everyone. The locals are outraged. What kind of barony is it, if just anyone can cross the border? Lindsay shrugs. We're not going to introduce border patrols because a couple of does get shot, right? Right? Lindsay does this disappointed moan. Seriously, just because someone lost while they were hunting. Just pretend we didn't notice. Lindsay, we hate attacks. Remember that fucking little, like, gnome boy did to me? He came in my land. Well, I mean, it wasn't my land at the time, but he came here and he pretended to be a kobold. Wow, we actually have a lot of these that can be done. It's fine. We got time. But first off, even if she's done in 6 days, we still have to do extra shit with her anyway. Because we have to get the old and fuck brain. We have to stop the barony from being in a riot constantly. I'd like to try and fix the certain situation. So, number one, make sure we're always a positive BP. So whether that means leaving a pool for it or not, I don't know. Number two, that probably means running somebody else. I forgot that I had the fucking that button. It's just busy staring at my hand. Just like an absolute tard, I guess. Make sure that, you know, stuff happens. Stuff and things. Things and stuff. Those are two of the most important things, you know. Things, stuff, and things. Fucking hell. I'm losing it. I'm losing whatever sanity I had left. It's gone. I can feel it leaving through my fingers.
Resting would be nice,
Of course.
don't you think?
Of course, you know, now, if it's go back there, I'm going to be very upset. The braided man. So, we can't do anything about that for at least another 7 sevens. They're all sevens. Jeez Louise. I wonder if it's reducing the 3 from, the 3 from the riots or not. I wonder.
I wish I was born in a noble family. Servants to lick my boots and bring me breakfast in bed. Not like in my tribe. They wake you up with a kick and hustle you to cook for them. Stinking boots.
I bet your time among nobility would be even shorter than mine. You'd jump up the moment you were trying on your 3rd dress, or drinking tea with your auntie. You'd trash the place and run into the forest.
I'd like, you know what? I think that's definitely a character I'd like to make one day. A noble who went nuts and just ran off into the forest and became a barbarian. This guy's a child that ran out in their noble home. Was tired of the fucking shit their parents kept putting them through. Just fucking lost, like, you know. So at that point, I fucking snapped. I wanted no more of this nobility bullshit. I ran out of my home. My parents have been trying to get me to come back. Every once in a while, they'll send somebody after me. I'll beat the living shit out of them. Sometimes they've died. You know, not my fault. Should have sent a stronger guard after me. But then she went from, like, being a nobility to being, like, a wild child. Wild child. Let slowpokes catch up, jeez.
In due time.
Something on this half of the map. There wasn't even an exit over there. Cool. Cool part of the map, dude. I imagine they're reusing map assets. Because to be fair, they do use them a couple times over and over again. Not really a complaint.
Follow if you dare.
Also, you know what? I know it's the same one because it has the same bug that happened to the other one, where for some reason you could hear a fire in that corner of the map. Alpha Ward from Dunsword Pack.
I'm there. Their life ends here.
What's that? Why is that clicking? Why did... It did it again. No, but skipped his turn. Cool.
Serves you right.
Why was the first one reduced? We still have one more if we can continue elementals. Okay. You know what time it is. Also, just so we're clear, I also did get a turn. My character was also denied a turn. And now he can't move either. For some reason.
Tear them apart.
Game's nothing even that consistent about fucking my character. I mean, it really hates me for some reason. Oh, are you kidding me? He's got like 2 fucking health.
Let us strike as one.
Deny him his turn. She's doing a lot more damage than usual.
So, Kaya. Repent.
Oh, that's right. I need to turn the burning infusion back on.
You deserved it.
Nice. Am I just... Who's jamming me here? Oh, Canera's in my way! Canera's in front of me!
They go down.
Can't believe I'm fucking getting cock-blocked by Canera. Oh, man. And now that I give her that bastard sword, she's doing a lot better.
Your life ebbs low.
Believe it or not, if you use the stuff made for your character, they do a lot better. Okay. And then I got to do nothing. Just a shambling mound for fun, kids. I mean, to be fair, if you want to be a shambling mound, follow your fucking dreams, dude. Just be as useless as humanly possible. Ha 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 ha. I know I am. Champion. I don't even know who's what. Like, I guess maybe, you know, maybe for Lindsay? Sure, dude. Fine by me. Maybe we can get a dominate person off in my life if I remember that, you know, she has that spell. Wasn't exactly the area I thought it was going to be. But, you know, it's fine. Why is also the saber-toothed cat always, like, you know, denying me exit? Allow me to leave, cat, please. I want to escape, please, Mr. Cat. Allow me this escape. Are those... Is that... Oh, yeah, it looks like armor. She's got, like, runes carved out on armor. Like, she doesn't carve her skin with it. Like, she has, like, you know, scarring. I want to know where the hell... Do I want to go back into the kingdom? I can step down here.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
I don't think fighting enemies is that important. How close are we? We just leveled.
Adventures can wait.
Getting much of, you know, bunch of stuff we can't deal with. We have 64 BP. Do I want to hold on to it? I might want to hold on to it. Oh! Okay. I kind of wish I knew that was going to be a thing. Because we might start losing BP at that rate, but... Man, I really fucking wish I could remove that minus 13. That is so detrimental. It's nuts, honestly. Have we gone more or less everywhere inside the... I wish the map would stop freaking out. I don't think there's anything over there. We could check down here. I want to know where that, that thing is taking place. Let's see what they got. It looks like a dwarf that we have to fight. Is it bandits? Is it a wyvern? Is it some goblins? It's very dark. It's skeletons.
To victory!
Any last wishes?
Walk my sad ass up. I'd switch your weapon, but I don't really think it's necessary. Something tells me
Onwards!
they won't be living long enough to make that much of a difference.
This is where I step in.
This is what I don't like about fighting enemies in this area as well, is that they clearly have some, like, you know, some down there, some up here. which just kind of really
Taste
bothers
my
me.
fury.
You know? So now we gotta walk back down the hill as the skeletons very slowly shamble up the hill. Like, let me make a fucking athletics check to jump down there on their heads. Is this a real D&D that could do that? That's actually one of the things, like, you know, the next kind of, if I don't decide to replay, and I mean, by replay I mean actually play,
Serves you right.
what's it thinking of, wow, just Dragon Age. Because, you know, Dragon Age, has this kind of aesthetic, to put it simply. Very similar gameplay style. So if I don't play Dragon Age, the next kind of game that I play like this would be Baldur's Gate, because I'm definitely getting that once it finally comes out, who knows when. So don't hold your breath, you know, whenever it comes out. I mean, I'll have to play it, but again, don't hold your breath. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon.
You deserved it.
Wow, Lindsay. Oh, there's not more down here. Because, like, I think last time we fought bandits, there was another set down here. But it doesn't seem like that is the case. Where is the exit? There it is. They should just let me pull the rest of the swords off of them from there. Okay. Excellent. It's just very warm. I'm a very warm man, okay? I run hot. But I do not look very hot. I don't want to fight more skeletons, okay?
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We should gather our strength.
I don't like this whole bloom season. What if that scoundrel we saw in the first world wants to grow another flower?
I agree. I prefer an honest fight, and I dislike the unknown. Enemies who stab you in the back with the help of alien magic.
I wonder how foreign the concept of aliens are to D&D camp people. Right, because I guess the closest thing to an alien in D&D is Illithid. But it's just kind of funny to use the word, right? Because, you know, alien does have an actual definition. And it doesn't really mean traveler from another planet. Well, I mean, that is one of the definitions, but, you know, it also means something that's, like, you know, different in such a distinct way. Or not distinct, but, you know. I can't English the word right. Different in such a large way.
I'm there.
Right? You know, if you say that's alien to me, what did you see?
Applause, please.
Soft click comes from within the mechanism. You know what I'd like? I would like a perk, right? I would like a perk that allows you to try trickery attacks multiple times. Maybe for, like, you know, cost health or cost something else. Just so that, you know, I don't have to go back to certain areas. Please switch to your dead hammer. Well, let's put it this way. If it goes too poorly, I can always just, Oh, cool. I wonder if I could have snuck Lindsay in and had her trigger that. Him.
Any last wishes?
Do they care about acid or no? I think they don't mind acid. Just waiting for that,
This is where I step in.
waiting for that boy to... Okay, wait, why?
Stay behind me.
Did she just fucking try to...
Let us strike as one.
I'm gonna load the save because I didn't hit that, and I think it's bullshit that I don't get to do that now that the game decided that she clicked it. Like, I don't like loading saves for bullshit reasons, but that what was that? Why did she click that? Makes no sense.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
So can I even lose out my turn now? So whatever. Trade off. A deal must be struck. A bargain made. Dormammu. They're all trickery plates. This isn't amazing, but it's not actually the worst thing ever.
Serves you right.
That's probably the worst thing ever.
Repent.
What's that thing glowing under Valerie? This is her sword. I'll get in there, then I'll turn into a monster.
Let us strike as one.
Try to take out the weaker ones. She wouldn't have taken 3 attacks. Cool. not even question what those misses were. Doesn't even play an animation there.
You deserved it.
Cool. Coolio. I should have done it on him. I think it depends. Damage changes based on where proximity. Also forgot to switch her weapon again.
Taste my fury.
Do not falter. My training pays off.
Serenity, no, I want something that would. Just if there's anything that helps with the, that stuff, but I don't think there is, really. Yeah. I should have done it on him first. It's okay. I don't think it'll, be the end of us, but... you know.
This spell's purpose is different.
This is going to hurt.
Onwards!
Any last wishes?
We'll hear him. He's coming in to help. He'll be there eventually. Yeah, I think he did kill like 3 zombies with his thing. Damn, girl.
Burn. Stay behind me.
Okay. Okay, everybody out of the room real quick.
And sorrow was lost in thought.
Quick save now.
And
Take
Lindsay was
Lindsay.
called for.
Why is she still like... What is this? Let's wait till for that to go away. I don't know if it's like a effect of the
I wrote it like I saw it. Applause, please. Anything else? And so they walked on. Applause, please. please.
I think maybe if I had gone in there, like snuck in there, I could have done that beforehand. I don't know how this guy died before everybody else. He had a great axe and a belt. A nice belt. Keeps his pants up. One thing I don't like about my characters, he makes a lot of noise. +6 strength. What is Valerie wearing? She's wearing a... Something at +2. I mean, you could. Wrong thing. I wonder if I should just switch that one's giant strength and give her the that. She uses the dex, but you know it's not a huge deal. I can't put the belt on anybody else right now because you know. It's still got it. What was the axe battle? +1 great axe, that's it. Oh, that's pretty garbo. Belt was nice, though. Nothing else in here, I guess. Okay. A nice spattering of XP, I guess, and that was about it. Nothing else you want to pick up, right? That stuff's too heavy to bother with. You can pick up the extra sword. And we can go. If I had that bag of holding that I know exists somewhere, I know somebody sells a bag of holding, but don't know who, don't know where, don't know why, don't know when. Bada bam, bam, bada boom, boom. This is where the barbs live. But it's funny because I'm singing a little bit off with the tune, so one might assume that you know maybe my mic's off. No, I'm just singing out of tune for some reason. On low grounds above the hills, some Numerian barbarians had set up camp while okay. 48 minutes in, Brandon. You gotta pull together your act sometime. While obviously set up recently as a place to rest, it was thoroughly constructed, along with the stake palisade. The Numerians had reinforced their camp with a deep moat. Spotting the body of some unlucky thief at the bottom, it seemed they made a good call. Guarding the entrance was our old acquaintance Nober, the man whose group we met in the hills previously. While his greeting was none too friendly, he did invite us to enter and led us to his leader. We were led to a man named Dugath, a middle-aged Keliad with a gorgeous mane, one charcoal black, now salt and pepper, as well as bronze skin, hardened by sun, wind, and time to the points that it almost looked like oak bark. Speaking with assertive tones, he invited us to dine with the Tiger Lords. That was the name of their tribe, and spent the night at their camp. Any business we might have for the tribe, he said, could be discussed in the morning, once everyone was rested and refreshed. Not wanting to offend the barbarians, who've proven to be commendably hospitable, we'd accepted the invitation. Within minutes, we were seated by the bonfire, with goblets in our hands. As guests, our goblets were wrought with skillfully decorated silver, with intricate carvings depicting scenes of battle. "Do as I do," Amari whispered into the Baron's ear. They really care about tradition here. The cupbearer filled everyone's goblets with wine, while Dugath raised his cup, officially starting the feast. The Baron placed his faith in Amari and followed her example. To my utter surprise, our barbarian friend spilled her wine on the ground, and the Baron followed her example. I thought the Numerians would be enraged, but they all followed suit. It was apparently a barbarian tradition, offering the first cup to the spirits. Only the cupbearer filled their goblets again. Only after the cupbearer filled their goblets again did the Numerians start to drink, and so did we. The main course, unsurprisingly, was meat. While hunting in the hills, the Numerians had killed a deer and 2 wild boars, all now resting over an open fire. As the tribe's guests, we were offered the best pieces. Fierce in battle, the Numerians were equally fierce at the table. They frantically tore the meat apart with knives, bare hands, and teeth, as though attacking the throats of the worst enemies rather than eating roast venison. Only one camp inhabitant didn't join the dinner. Far from the festivities, a slim woman, wrapped in grey cloak, sat alone, her face hidden behind a piece of cloth. She was so quiet and still, at first I didn't realize she was a living being at all. The Baron... asked Teglor who she was. Glancing cautiously between Dugath and the woman, one Numerian explained that the woman was one of the defaced sisters, half priestess, half wizard. While they may travel along with the Numerians, they never ate at the same table. And judging by the tones of the barbarians used when speaking of the woman, it was easy to tell that none of them had held any warm feelings towards these defaced sisters. After everyone had eaten their fill, it was time for entertainment. The barbarians began singing a drawling song in their guttural language, known as Hallet. Later, one of the Numerians explained that it was a ballad about a brother and a sister who defeated a huge metal spider. The song that followed was a comedic piece about the adventures of a stupid werewolf. The Numerians all sang it together. It was clear that each of them knew that one by heart. Almost everybody clapped to the rhythm, though some thumped their knife handles on their shields. And our half-orc acquaintance, Bolga, the lady we met at the camp, accompanied the song on a vargame. I don't know what vargan is. Once the song was over, Dugath appealed to his guests, us, to surprise our hosts. The Baron decided our best choice would be... We can't really fail it either. I think they would like, Oh, who should it be? 13, 0, 0, 16, 2, or 27? Our tale of battle and heroic deeds was just what the barbarians were looking for. They listened eagerly, chimed in on each detail, and laughed and clapped at the most epic moments. Even Dugath found himself smiling and nodding as he listened to our story. Finally, the drinking and singing came to an end. Only bones remained from the feast, and the bonfire had burned down to ash. Satisfied, the Numerians retired to their tents. Saving game is impossible.
I beg you, I haven't seen my sisters for several days. I'm afraid they may be in trouble.
This whole land is nothing but trouble. You want me to risk my life and the lives of my people to do your dirty work? Go ahead, ask Armagh to give the order. Oh, but Armagh stayed back in Numeria, which means I am the one making the decisions here.
I'm the one making the decisions here, lady. Oh.
What about my sisters? Something terrible could happen to them.
You sisters insisted on this expedition, so it's your price to pay. With your blood, not ours. Something terrible could happen, you say? It is too late for that. We already
He sounds like a
lost good
Spanish
men
guy.
on this pointless journey to nowhere. Whatever Armagh needs, it's not here, and it wasn't here from the start. But you didn't come here for him, did you? You came for your own reasons. You want some magic toy that once belonged to the ancient Cyclops. Well, I'm not leading my men to their deaths for that.
To God.
This conversation is over. You want help?
It's
Why not ask our
over.
guests to help you? If you can afford their rates, that is. As for me, my single remaining goal is to get my people home alive. And well, and as soon as possible.
The woman leaves, sobbing. Dugath turns to you. Good morning! Well, let's get down to business, shall we? Introductions aren't necessary, Baron. I know who you are. Let's discuss how we can be useful to one another. You know me, how?
What do you think? We keep an eye on everything that happens in the region. It's smart to know our potential employers and our potential enemies.
Very wise. It would be even wiser to tell the lord of these lands that you consider him an adversary. You know what happened in Varnhold?
Varnhold, huh? Isn't that the village Maegor Varn got from the Ristovik Sword Lords? I know Varn. He's not the best fighter, but not the worst. As for what happened there, I wouldn't know. Wish I knew who these witches are and where they came from. Our chieftain, the great Armagh, spirits bless him, trusts them as if they were holy oracles. He sent us with them to these dead hills, and none but the sisters and the chieftain himself know why. Who am I to confront the chieftain? So now we wander these lands, chasing the unknown. I'm afraid we can't. At least not yet. I'd be happy to take a new job, but our chieftain's orders were strict. Search the location and come back with a report. But if you could help us here, say, by finding whatever these witch sisters are looking for, or maybe just making them disappear forever. Mark my word, Baron. The Tiger Lords never forget those.
This guy's got a very fucking wide chest, doesn't he? He looks like he looks like the wide Kylo Ren meme.
None of your business, actually. But just to reassure you, we weren't sneaking into your lands without permission. I'll answer. It was magic. The sisters opened some strange tunnel, and we used it to get here from Numeria. Gorham witnessed my words. I'm no coward, but I'd rather march for a month through all the river kingdoms than use that damned tunnel again. It was strange, wrong, just like those witches themselves. I wish I knew. The sisters are looking for something, but they won't tell anyone what it is. I guess it's some antique that used to belong to the Cyclops. Some magic trinket or something. As for me, the only thing I'm looking for is a good reason to quit this nonsense and return to Numeria as soon as possible.
Is this how you serve your liege?
Valerie chiming in across the fucking continent.
Don't confuse our chieftains with your king's knight. It's the chieftain who swears an oath to the tribe, not the other way around. Please. I was one of the tribe's elders when he was in his first teeth.
He was in his first teeth? So he's 3 times younger than you, but has achieved more. Canera scoffs. That's why you're so angry, old man.
If we did, do you think we'd still be here now? The only thing to be found in these hills is one's own death. A group of my men entered a cave that turned out to be a Spriggan den. They barely survived the encounter. Also, we found the ruins of some old tower, ancient as the world itself, and useless as this expedition. There is nothing to be found here, except, like I said, for one's own death.
Surprised that, you know, the 2 Tiefling sisters aren't like...
Ask away, why not? I don't promise I'll answer. You're welcome.
I don't really want to hear every part of his backstory.
You, our guest. The Baron, am I right? I'm sorry you witnessed that unpleasant scene. If I may ask, what is your name?
You gave your name, the Raven who's been... fuck!
Nice to meet you, Baron.
More ravens!
I have no name. I've rejected it to serve benevolent powers.
I should have paid attention.
Not the greatest sacrifice of those we're sometimes called to make. You may call me defaced sister.
Fucking shoot him down,
It
Lindsay.
is not yet time to answer this question. We are searching for ancient ruins, the remains of structures built by the previous holders of these strange lands. That is all I can tell you for now. I understand that you want to know more, but have no doubt, you will in time. Don't be wary of riddles. Those wise enough to solve them eventually learn much more than those who always seek straight answers. My sisters, they each went out on their own quests and never returned. Not one of the three. I can understand Dugath. He doesn't trust us. But by refusing to help my sisters and me, he puts himself, his people, countless innocent souls in grave danger. If only I could soften his impertinent heart.
How is this possible? Doesn't this army know any kind of order or discipline? How do they manage to even fight in such chaos?
Do you have a map? I can provide you some direction. One of my sisters went to the sepulchre of forgotten heroes. Another went looking for the Forsaken Mound. And the third was going to visit the ruins of the City of the Hollow Eyes. I won't lie, these places are all very dangerous. But searching for lost truth always involves danger. Dark things tend to happen in that land. I can only guess to the fate of Varnhold. My 3 sisters know more. Help me find them, and you'll get your answers. If the spirits are kind, it will happen before it's too late. With the most valuable treasure of all, truth.
Ah, fuck you. And the
If
friends
more
you made
travels
among
meet
the
my
way.
sisters, please help them, and I will help you in return. Remember this word, Gahab. That is what the previous inhabitants of these lands, the Cyclopses, called darkness they so worshipped. If a door shut and lockless bars your path, this word might be your key. May
I wonder
kind spirits guide you in your travels.
if that has anything to do with the Cyclops tomb we found back in our lands. Okay, we can loot his corpse? Guys, you didn't loot his corpse? Lindsay, go for it. How do we get out of here? Go, Lindsay, go. Go, Lindsay. Ah, look, he had a fucking thing on him, too. Yeah, I'll take his herbs.
I'm listening.
I understand why they, you know. I just miss it to, you know, pop in so we can take care of some of our crap in the kingdom from here. Beautiful. Serious complaints arising with the bog, and that's settled. And do that. We'll have. Why isn't the I don't have him there anyway. We'll just try this one then, I guess. She's only good for that spot. We already have the a good economist there. I don't know why I say it like that, economist. So, oh, I see, Forsaken Mound. Where is that, No, 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 no. There was that, I don't remember where the hell it was, to be honest. There was the, I think it was in the left, on the right side of the map, right? It was an ancient tomb that, I think it was in this zone. No, that's where the goblins were, having the little goblin feast. I don't remember. And I've completely lost it. I don't even remember where it was. There was a thing. A thing with stuff, if you could believe it. No, that, I wish you could click on these, right? Like you click on these and then, you know, have it take it to the place. Like, Forsaken Mound, Forgotten Heroes. Forsaken Mound. The City. Spider Lair. Where's the Forgotten Heroes place? Ah. I might as well go back there. We already cleared it out. Well, actually, if they're all in that level of difficulty, we should be more or less okay. You know? It was a lot of damage from the, that trap. But, assuming that I'm a little bit more, professional. I hate the noises I make sometimes. I do. Right? Because I feel like, right? Who's watching this? Who watches me go make, like, popping noises in the mouth, you know? Not popping noises, but, you know. Oh, this is the one we cleared. This is when we found that clock door and had to leave because we tried breaking it open, but it didn't work. I should have checked inside the village for a.
Anything else?
Mordecai is our master. We are all his humble servants. That's promising, enlightening. Barbarian sits leaning against the wall, surrounded by dead bodies. He seems to be barely alive. His entire face is a bloody wound, tattered scraps of skin dangling from it. As he hears your footsteps, he blindly turns towards the sound and raises his sword with immense effort. Friend or foe? Fish on. Yeah, could have got information from him. We did him a kindness. You know, we're helping him out. He was seriously injured. Broken body of a barbarian woman lies near the front. Friend or foe, whatever. Stab. Should try to, you know, get some information out of him first. There are a lot of dead barbarians in here. Camera. Please. It's one of those puzzles. So it's a yellow and a green. So we open the yellow one here. That probably closed the green door somewhere else.
I'm off.
Okay, it's 2 zombie cyclopses. We're going to definitely send him at 1. I don't like that he stopped. Come on, please. Take your turn. There we go. Oh, there's 3 of them. Ah, they're not that bad. I fought worse. Oh, fuck, we gotta kill that one fast.
Flames take you. This is where I step in.
I believe in Amari's... Oh, fuck.
Bring it!
This spell's purpose is different.
This will hurt.
Taste my fury.
He's definitely dead. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Serves you right.
Let us strike as one! Tear them apart!
I definitely sent the wrong help to the wrong people.
You should have run.
Fuck me. Why do you hate me so much,
You
video game?
deserved it.
I'm able to make those misclicks happen so easily. Some pattern armor and a fallen warrior's buckle. +1, cloak +1, some armor +1. +1 ain't exactly what I'm looking for, game.
Applause, please.
Mordecai be praised throughout the centuries, for he is the greatest of the greatest. It's body's been horribly mutilated. It looks like a huge cyclopean palm crushed the skull and removed the brain. Do D&D zombies eat brains? Or is that merely a, you know... I would imagine D&D zombies are just like flesh-eating monsters. Well, not even that, right? Mindless...
Who will prevail? Doesn't
I imagine I probably could have avoided fighting the barbarians had I have any amount of common sense.
This is going to hurt.
Strike.
Another try to kill him.
Wishes.
I didn't believe she could do it. And you know what? She has pleasantly surprised me.
What a waste.
Yeah, that was in that general direction, right?
They go down!
I bet you, like I said, I bet you I could have avoided fighting them had I maybe been a bit smarter about the entrance. But you know, what is a human if not a you know, an amount of experience for you to absorb? Probably should have. Harem takes 2 fucking damage. The end draws near. Woe is me. Probably should, you know. Nope, not just Harem. Probably should send the group in a little bit more of a tight-knit pack. So that, A, we're not, yeah. Okay, so we need to detect traps. So we disable them.
Follow if you dare.
You're fine. Okay, back over there, please.
Here I am.
Okay,
See?
that's fine.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is gone.
So make sure everybody can charge from their positions. And it fucking robbed me of my turn. Fuck you, game.
Flames take you.
This is
Here
where
you
I
pull this
pleasure.
bullshit. Oh, sorry, did you want your turn? And too bad. Kitty cat decided to stop walking. And then I didn't get a turn either. That happens a lot for some reason.
Don't hold back!
Taste my fury.
I really understand why sometimes it just robs me of my turn.
Done with waiting.
Let's turn that off for now. I don't think she needs to,
Applause, please.
Abyss calls to Abyss. It's one of those puzzles where we have to run back and forth, isn't it? I'm guessing it's not going to be this door. And it will instead be something over here. Yep.
I do what I must.
This is going to hurt.
It's fine, I was actually going to delay his turn anyway, so.
What's that?
Stay behind me.
This will hurt.
Serves you
I'm
right.
wondering if I should just, wild shape now.
Become as dust.
Cool, Harem did not do his attack, even though he said he would. Harem is a dirty liar. He's not even a fucking cleric. How do you channel negative energy? Okay, at least I can get an attack in.
You deserved it.
Let's not have Harem running as well.
Flames take you.
Just, you know, everybody walk in for, cool, missed. Okay, thank you. Definitely wasn't at all concerned about the possibility of,
Anything else?
that not going through. I kind of do wish the game would give me more, you know, higher ratings of resistance.
I'm off.
You should take a look.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Applause, please.
I'm gonna give Rinzi a round of applause. English.
Applause, please.
Yep, just keep jiggling up slightly.
You see that?
Anything else?
Hey, barbarian guys.
To victory!
I'm on your side. Technically speaking.
Taste my fury.
Victory is inevitable.
Just don't have Harem walk into them. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, sorry. If you thought you were hitting the invincible Valerie.
Any last wishes?
Bring it!
This is going to hurt.
Do not falter.
Repent.
Oh my god. Two of them hit. That man was a that man managed to get not one but two hits on Amari. It's a fucking horror show.
Follow if you dare.
Motherfucker, where the
Sorry.
where do I go? Did I miss something? Oh my god. It's after the save. It's not like I don't know when it happens. Doesn't change the fact that I'm already moving the camera anyway, so maybe I have to go back over. Over here. Oh, no, that's... I didn't notice that this was a dual hallway. Puzzles. How do they work? That was just a one-time press. Nothing else over here. Just double checking because like I don't. Would it even show the doors open on this map? Maybe over here because I can't hover on it. I would assume it's one of those things like where, and it isn't. Why is this door like uninteractable? Period. Sorry, I found this for no reason.
Just call to that.
No wait, no wait. That door over there is open, I think. No, it's not. I can't even hit that doorknob again, so it's not that. Okay, let's say I send Lindsay, Little Miss Lindsay, who doesn't do Shinzi, over to that door pressure plate and just have her hit it again. It'll lock her out, but I'm not exactly counting on Lindsay for damage at the moment. Also, just remember, he's got his undeath spell again, right now again, so. That one's still closed. That one's still closed. It's weird because it's not like I can, like, you know, I can't press that button again. Okay.
Anything is possible.
Okay. So it's kind of weird that you have to leave party members behind this time, but you know. Oh, but not you.
My search was not in vain.
Fuck. I now realize that it's gonna have to be Harem, I guess, right? Because as nice as having Harem around is,
Yes.
I need Lindsay to. Motherfucker. Where's she going? Oh.
I'm by your side. I see something. Applause, please.
Okay. Let's, Harem. I'm clicking on Harem. Thank you, game.
Well,
Oh, wait, no. It's kind of hard to do this puzzle without, you know.
Enjoy your final moments.
And just 3 barbs. Is that a gnome? Or a halfling? Didn't really strike me as the kind of tribe to have halflings. I mean, is a halfling barbarian as effective as any other barbarian, or?
This is where I step in. I'm writing you out of our story.
tear them apart!
I mean, one might incline to ask is a halfling barbarian any less effective, but I think that's just a given, considering their strength scores and whatnot. Like, between a human orc or a halfling, I definitely wouldn't go with the halfling of all things.
This strike, my masterpiece.
Cool.
This will hurt.
Cool. Bite landed, and it killed him. Two very rare effects. I wonder, I don't think Mage Hand is a thing in this game. So it's not like I can just Mage Hand, if the doors open and close.
Applause, please.
Mordecai ordered us to die. We died. If Mordecai orders us to rise, we will rise. He's told us to die, so we'll die. If he says get back up again, then guess what we're gonna do? There's several doors open, one of them nearby.
I do what I must.
Cool, I dragged my mouse out. I always find that to be kind of an issue, right? When a game minimizes on exit, on tab out, but, oh fuck, is that? No, it's not. It doesn't seem to be. I don't see any other zombies, so let's just take care of that one, I guess. There's the other one. Yeah, he's just a regular one, though. Did not mean to do that. Forgot Harem's not in the room. I always forget that Harem's not with us. Oh, there's one in the corner there.
What's that?
I love when, you know, they're running across the room. Full sprint. You go, what's that?
Stay behind me.
Taste my fury.
You deserved it.
So those scenarios we actually, like I said, we need those potions that we have in our backpack that are taking up an insane amount of space.
You should have run.
Let us strike as one.
This is going to hurt.
I wish she would still build up charge. Like, I get, you know, that she doesn't need to because she has enough charge to use her attack and all.
Anything else?
Mortals are pathetic, only dead to become closer to God.
My skills are absolute.
I guess that's technically true. Right? Because, you know, when you die, you go to your God's plane, so... Harem, please. I need you to stay there, please. I don't know where you're trying to run to. And to be fair, I kind of don't want to know. Because I imagine it's going to be straight into the maw of some fucking enemy. I mean, it's 1:09. Jeez Louise. Can I just wait for the game to save? More rings. I mean, they're worth... Right, the rings are worth something, aren't they? 500 gold each for half a pound. It's pretty good. Part of me also wishes they would stack. Like, I kind of, you know, from a gameplay point of perspective, I understand why they don't. You know, each one has its own special item, which might have special. information or whatnot on it, but
Follow if
You
you
see that?
Applause, please. Applause, please.
he just wants a fucking constant amount of applause. Okay, so let me check. Oh. How did Harem... How did Harem get over here? What? Oh, there's just treasure in there. Let's go get that shit over there. If it's literally just a room full of treasure, I'm not gonna, you know, turn it down.
Applause, please.
2,000 gold. Pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Harem got here. Truly don't. Like... Toggle blade. That's someone fought him. There's no way through here. So did he walk up, like, all the way through here, then around? Is that a thing?
And then our leader charged forwards.
Okay.
Hey, wait for me.
This is all in a surprise, but we do, you know,
Burn.
get to see that there's another one at least.
strike.
Any last wishes?
Bring it.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Do not falter. Flames take you.
I should really always make it get in a habit of moving her 5 feet every round.
This is where I step in.
But there is no like way for me to quick select the 5 feet. I don't think. I think it has to be, you know, or I think it's maybe it's just right clicking while moving. I think. So many axes. Oh, look. Okay. I don't think we can... I think we need to have to leave somebody here. Or something of that effect. If we wanted to do that.
I'm there.
Maybe I switch these just in case. Like, I get, you know, that maybe it's not 100% necessary.
We will prevail.
Taste my fury.
Well, physical damage affects them just fine. I was thinking, oh, you know, it's not gonna be as big of a thing because physical damage isn't gonna affect a ghost, right? Oh, cool! Fuck, I don't...
This will hurt.
Onwards.
Serves you right.
If they're negative level channeling, I don't want to fucking even get near them. He's just running everybody near him. I mean,
This is going to hurt.
You should have run!
Stay behind me!
You deserved it. A strike worth a legend.
They go down!
Any last wishes? Applause, please.
cry not for the dead, for they are blessed. Cry for yourself, for life is suffering. Samesies? Like, what the fuck? How much checks? We'll receive those skill checks. My 5 for each negative level. Creature reduce spell casting and will be removed through spells like restoration. Of course, it doesn't fucking work. Why would it work? It has to be regular restoration, which I'm pretty sure I A, don't have prepared, and B, requires diamond dust. 2 of it specifically. I didn't have a single restoration. Do I have a... I wouldn't happen to have a regular restoration. I can't, like, I wish I mean... I'm gonna go ahead and assume the answer is no. I do think I have a lot of diamond dust. Not a lot of diamond dust. I mean, obviously I need to get rid of the... I'm not using these anyway. I'll even prep all 3. Because, just for tomorrow, I guess. I hope, you know, it's not going to be too much of an issue, but... I'm just going to show I can just leave the dungeon, come back in. Thanks, game!
I'm off.
I'm assuming that this door is what that clicking mechanism is for. It's just a wall. No, it looks like there's a... It's a fake wall! See, because on the map, it looks like there was an open door there. Maybe that was just me seeing things, but, you know. DC bonus. I don't think that's the same thing as, like, elemental magic, to be honest. I don't think it's the same thing. I had to stop early. I'm starting to feel poorly. Can I make it to there? No. But can I go here?
In due time.
Okay, here I'm...
Yes, I'm still here.
Just letting the ink dry.
Is that like a bunch of intestines? That was like a
What's that?
weird gnome or something. You guys stop moving, please. Sometimes it does that where, you know, even though normally when you click on a trap it freezes everybody else. Just gonna quick save because I'm guessing this is another kind of boss fight room.
You see that?
Thanks. I heard you were saving, so we're just gonna save all your
Boss, please.
input places into
I like what I see.
Anything else?
and the fart travels through the dungeon. That could have been a lot more dangerous. Cloud kill is very, very dangerous. I think if you know, saving this is in like D&D.
Applause, please. Applause, please.
I'll turn you to ash.
What the fuck are these? Soul eaters?
This is where I step in.
Burn.
Let us strike as one.
Strike!
Not here, not even here still.
Serves you right.
Flames take you. Do not falter.
I wonder what happens when you fail that fortitude save. Because, some part of me thinks it's not going to be pretty. Okay, so we know where two of them are now. That's the door we need to get through. This is another door we need to get through. There's the toggle plate there, the toggle plate there. Oh, okay. Okay, can I have
We should
me go over here? Harem, please. Toggle that for me.
I'm always ready. I'm there.
Okay, can I go down here?
Sorry, I was lost in thought.
I thought you'd never ask. But of course.
How do I get through to this one? Why does that say it's a toggle plate if it's not? Oh, they all say toggle plates. All of them say toggle plate. They're all toggle plates. Congratulations. Harem, I didn't ask you to move. I clicked on my own portrait.
I do what I must.
Did I really find the cloud kill? Of course I did. And not... Of course I managed to find my way into the fucking cloud kill and deal damage to myself with it. Why wouldn't I?
In due time.
Just sounds like it's such a me thing to do. You're over here with this one. You get over here. You can. Not. You can just pretend you're going to. Aaron, please.
Everywhere I go.
Everywhere you go, everywhere you dump, ba-da-bum, ba-da, ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum, losing my damn mind. It's quite hard to find. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da. We're gonna watch Full House. To be fair, one of the two people who would be most likely to stand through an entire fight, Sans companions, is probably Valerie, or three people: Valerie, Amari, or Sabretooth.
It's time to act.
Adventure?
Where's the fucking cat?
Do tell.
Feeling right at home here.
Hello, MPU X-Fire. Picked the terrible time to join. As I horribly do a puzzle. Very poorly. Just because, you know, it couldn't just be... Well, I guess, you know, it wouldn't be a puzzle if it just was me clicking one button once and not having it alternate. That is fair. Which color was this button again? This one's pressed down. It's not going to come back up. So, don't need to worry about that one. I could leave Lindsay in this room. Can I get her in here?
This way.
No. I need to have you click it once.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Have Lindsay come all the way down here. Well, if you've played games like, if you tried out the Baldur's Gate, or you've played games like Divinity, kind of similar to that, but with a Pathfinder rule set. I'm pretty sure it uses the one from the book set, but I don't really know those rules, so I could be wrong. It's all fairly simple until you get into the level up zone, and leveling up is certainly something else. If you're not too picky, you can have the game level up the characters, not your character, but all the other characters for you.
My skills are absolute.
Actually, probably your character if you played with a default preset one.
I'm there.
Which wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, you know, just if you go on your first round through. You need to get back with the group. Jeez Louise. This puzzle. You have to watch out for that cloud kill. As I'm literally about to walk into it again. I'm so glad that it's here forever. How's the learning curve? In terms of the gameplay itself, not very high, right? I'm gonna, you know what, let me Let me shut my mouth for like 3 seconds and let's get into a combat, Harem, can you please open this? Some of the puzzles can be kind of solved with a little bit of brute force, like the earlier one. But let me get to a combat. You can see it for yourself. I want them to be over here, please. So the combat itself is pretty easy. If you look at, for example, if I'm not gonna get to a level up at any point soon, but the leveling up scheme is it's a little bit complex. For the most part, I wouldn't say I'm doing this. I'm not min-maxing, right? And I would say the same. If you're playing like a good campaign, if you're just playing as a good person, right? just recommendation: play neutral or good for your first campaign because it's easier to run the if you're gonna run the barony yourself, right? Because it's easier to run the barony part of that. If you're doing the evil stuff, my barony is in a constant state of revolt. No one's paying their taxes, and you know, fun. Okay, have Lindsay press the button. Everybody else, please come through the door. Also, if you can get, like, if you're a ranger, smile it on. Somebody recommended the Panther because it has like a knockdown ability, but the smile it on, it's just, I love it so much. It's actually, it's essentially carried me through the beginning of the game because it is a very heavy damage dealer. We got a sorcerer zombie, a fighter zombie, and that's all I can see. So let us just have him charge. Oh, and an archer. Oh, God, it did the bug again.
Taste my fury.
So the combat itself isn't exactly difficult to figure out. I'd say if anything, it's fairly straightforward. If you know, like, if you've played games like Divinity or Baldur's Gate or I don't even know any other ones. Unlucky Ranger. I'm not suddenly less hopeless cleric. What's wrong with? Oh, wait, Lindsay's not in the combat. That's right. Let's charge the cleric, I guess.
What's that?
A little bit of damage, but it's fine. He's gonna be dead next turn.
This is going
Fired over there. Oh, that's right. Nah, that's fine. Yeah. But the leveling up stuff, I'm not very min-maxy with it. You know, and as long as you carry like a generic D&D kind of like party, right? So I've got like, you know, the cleric, the barbarian, the fighter who's acting as like a tank for the most part,
What a waste.
and just some extra damage, some DPS here, some DPS there. It's you know, pretty easy. There are certain things in this game that I am not a big fan of. Certain mechanics are a little bit garbo, but Lindsay's still not in combat, so stop trying to ask me about her game. Okay, that guy's dead. That guy is dead. Okay. I'm not worried as him as I am about this barbarian. Yeah, like I said, combat, really easy. Fairly straightforward. A lot of the abilities, like, you know, part of its issue would be like learning, like, you know, which abilities using which characters and whatnot, but I found that you don't even, like, you know, you don't need to focus too heavily on spell stuff, right? A team of fighters is very competent, to say the very least. But, you know, that was combat. Why do I still hear a zombie? Masterwork. Mathane, my beloved brother, read this and heed my words. The expedition to Labaria. Oh, Aobaria? Stupidest idea I've ever heard of. It's pure madness. If you are lucky, you'll come back empty-handed. A fool in the eyes of all Graxland. If you're unlucky, you won't come back at all, leaving your wife a widow, your child orphans, and me, Aaron forbid, the heir and head of our insane family. Beg you by. Oh, is this the No. No? Maybe. Ooh, yes. This is that guy's family that he wanted us to find. Just to go back and talk to him about that. I don't need that. I'll take the Craft Master Club. Yeah. We don't need the longbow. I did want the tower shield. So we have a colossal shield. It is +2. Oh. Just the worst version of our shield. Oh, that's a shame. You don't come by many +2s. At least I haven't. Very unlucky with loot. Falchion.
Follow if you dare.
Anything else we got in here? Okay, no. But I think it's opened up a door here, which means we can have Lindsay let them out.
Listening.
Yeah. Yep.
The end draws near.
Why is Harem's thing gone? That's weird. I guess I just dragged it off by accident. It's kind of a waste. I should have just used the spell. Or a potion. Yeah. I don't know. Some of the things about this game, right? The way it shows your attack. Like, so when I swing at something, it shows for some reason a roll. I'm guessing that you need to go over. Nope. Halt.
What troubles you?
I'll take care of it.
I'd say if you're used to D&D, by default, you kind of like, so, for example, right, don't worry a lot about, like, let's put it this way, right, I've got all these spells and all these potions in my bag that I'm not even using, so normal's not too hard, especially after you get past the first start of it. I don't think there's anything you need to know specifically, right, like, I'm just trying to think of, like, anything that would be I'm really concerned about. Try to avoid getting poisoned. Actually, perfect. If in your abilities here you have a couple of different ones, charge is very good for, like, getting somebody. So that's what I'm doing at the beginning of, like, when I'm starting off a combat, I charge in my Smilodon, because he has an ability which gives him, like, 5 attacks if he does his charge, right? So he's got a long-range charge. It starts you off in a surprise round, so you always want to make sure that you get the first attack in, whether it's with a bow and arrow, a spell, or a charge, because it'll push you into a charge round. There are some times where it'll bug out a little bit and you won't get a turn, but, you know, it's better to try. Everybody else gets a turn anyway. If you do get poisoned, there is this ability right here called Treat Affliction. It's done off your religion check, so your most likely your cleric should be doing it, and that will clear poison. Poison is literally deadly in this game, right? For example, that cloud kill gave me constitution damage. If your, con score gets to 0, you just straight up die, right? And then it goes to, like, well, it puts you at death's door, which requires you to rest at your barony. But if it goes low enough so you can keep taking con damage, it will literally just kill you and end the game. That has happened to me. It sucks. Avoid poison at all possible, Like, it is... I hate poison in this game. It is almost never helpful for you, and is always good for the enemy. Oh, poison. Okay, Lindsay, what does that white button do for us? Other things like, save often? Yes, save as often as you can. So, F5, that's your quick save button. Just basically spam that, right? Before every combat, I hit it, more or less, I hit it before every combat. I think, there are ways to, like, mess up certain quests. Oh, there's a blue and a white and a orange one. That's pressed down. That one's pressed down. And that one's pressed down. So what am I waiting for here? Do I need to go hit that button if I can? Yeah, so I essentially hit F5 before every combat. And I mean, you'll even see me hit it just essentially randomly. You want to make sure you have somebody with trickery, and you want to focus on trickery. Because if you don't, so like each lock you can pick, right? Not including traps. Traps you can keep picking until like the trap goes off or it gets disabled. Locks like chests. That's really just chests. What else would be locked? Really, doors, I guess. You can try it once per level. So essentially, you know, at level 4, you can use a trickery check to try to open a lock. If you fail, you have to either try a different character or come back once you get to level 5. So, you know, try to have trickery at a decent level on one character. I'm using Lindsay because she's a dex-focused character anyway. So her trickery's at 30. I've even given her a jacket and a skill focus for it just because I really hate failing trickery checks. Because I don't think I've ever actually went back to any of those things. Does this light up at all when I do that? No. I have no clue what I'm doing. Click, click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. I wonder if I get somebody else over there. Can I get, like, Amari to run over there? Should I pick somebody who's a little bit faster? I think the barony, right? Like I said, as long as you're playing like good or neutral, right? Not doing the super evil clicks for your barony stuff, it's kind of fairly easy, right? Like a lot of the buildings have like synergy, and do be a little bit, you know, conscientious of where you're placing them, because you will eventually upgrade your capital, giving you more space and whatnot. So it can kind of you kind of screw yourself, but you can always demolish a building later. Might I recommend, even if you are going to play evil, when you're doing the taxes, you can do it, right? Just the problem is, right, so one of the mechanics is, right, so all of my party members, they can act as does this even do anything? We didn't see another thing in here. I don't think there's a door down here. It's just so I got an evil tax collector, right? And whenever the barony stat is ready to level up, you're like, so example, the tax collector will come to you and say, "Hey, we're currently recovering from being a non-existent barony full of bandits, and, you know, people need to be taxed. Now, you can either do a light tax, a medium tax, or a heavy tax. Because I am evil, I recommend the heavy tax, of course." And you'll go, "I'm evil too. I love a heavy tax." And he'll go, "Yes, that was a great choice." And then every time you fail a check with him, your tax rate will go down by 1 point. So I'm currently at negative 13. So I'm making about 46 BP, because it's called build points, when I could be making 59, you know, which I think it's just not worth it. I think I'd rather would have pissed them off had I known that was the effect of it, but, you know, here we are. I don't know if there's a way to resolve that, and it doesn't seem like there is. The only question is, like, it's not over here, it's just we can really see a chunk of the wall. You're over there. I don't see any other doors. Can I zoom out at all? No. Most times if you save the game when the bug happens, you can just kind of save and exit the game and you'll be fine. Yeah, but the thing is, so, like, you know, each advisor you assign has their own alignment, right? So if you go against them too often, like you keep pushing for negative things when they don't like that, they will turn their back on you and stop being your advisor, as far as I'm aware. I never had it happen, but that's because I'm trying not to, piss them off too much. It doesn't seem that they care about, like, Valerie, for example. She didn't like that I let some bandits into the barony to help out as, like, new tax collectors. But no matter how much I piss her off on the adventure, she doesn't seem to leave. You can miss out on characters, so do know that, right? So, this is technically my second run of the game. Oh. Okay. Is it still ticking down? It is. Do I want to ditch Valerie there? Okay, now I'd rather ditch Harem. I'd rather have more damage output than I would, things. We're going to switch them back around. It's okay. A little extra time, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Your alignment can change. That's also something you should be concerned about. If you're playing like a paladin or a druid or anything, your alignment can change and that can lose you some benefits, so do take a little bit of care with it. Though I don't think alignment changes too easily. Right? So, like, I mean, I've done neutral evil things, I've done lawful things, I've done neutral things. We'd still be able to stay within our quadrant here, so wouldn't be able to get concerned. What's your goal of streaming? I'm just streaming for fun. I tend to have a bad habit of not finishing games. Like I said, like, this is my second run, technically. I've never actually beaten this game. I didn't get this far, so this is all new to me now, but, it's a bad habit. Don't walk over here, you nerd. Stop. Stand at the door, please. Pause. You. Open that. You. Open that. You guys go through here. And also quick save. Yeah, I stream for fun. I mean, I've played a lot of games on stream. It's more... Oh, okay, there's just a button here for it. No monster to rip my soul out? The button even doesn't even work. The button is fixed. Now it does. Okay. Should maybe get everybody in here.
I am yours to command.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So I just do it to finish games. Try out new games. It keeps me focused. I do switch between games, so right now I'm playing this and a game called Rogue Heroes Legends of Tassos. So, I switch between games to keep it interesting for me, as well as not, if one game isn't your speed, the other one might be. But, yeah, for fun. Clearly not for fame and fortune. Man. I think people who try to do streaming for, like... People who try to do streaming and expect to be famous are, shooting a little bit too high. Have you played this game before? Yes and no. I played this game before. I had not gotten this far previously, so everything that I'm doing right now is new to me. But if you went and watched like some of the previous videos, because I do put this stuff on YouTube, if you were so interested, I did do some of that stuff before, and I'm very clear about that. Oh, greatest Soul Eater. What character to create? I created a paladin last time, so this one's a druid. A little bit disappointing because doesn't have. It's not like, I'm gonna use Fallout as an example here. It's not like Fallout where if you're playing like a character who has a science background, you get certain what's the word I'm looking for? Certain dialogue options, but like my Enemy of the Fae stuff doesn't pop up things, which is a little bit annoying. But Enemy of the Fae very good because let's just say you'll be having a lot of problems with the first world, as they call it. I'm going to charge you into here, please. But, Paladin, very nice. Actually, I really enjoyed the Paladin class. Oh, cool. There's 3 more of them. 3 more. No, no, no. Please. Can't get 2 of them. Can I just fire a rock? No. I went straight Paladin. So I like, personally, when I play D&D, and subsequently this, because, what is this if not just kind of another form of D&D? I like straight characters just because 'cause I don't. No, not gonna make that joke. Just because it's like easier, especially because I don't know all the stuff as well.
Repent.
So it is a little bit difficult to
Taste my fury.
fuck.
Let us fight at once.
Because a lot of this stuff isn't like so. If you play at D&D, right, you're
Any last wishes?
you kind of have like a basic understanding of what's happening. At the same rate, it's not the same thing. They really aren't the same thing.
You should have run!
Also, I don't highly rate Druid. As much as I like the I do like the Druid class. I'm not, I'm not hating it, but ooh, that was just Amari. What are you doing? What was that?
Your life ebbs low.
This is going to
The forms you get, they're not very good. 3 wisdom. Okay, so they don't always take away levels. I just got really unlucky the first time. That's fun.
do not falter.
I'm gonna rely on
This is where I step in.
Smilodon to take care of that other one, hopefully. There we go. That's what we rely on him. He's good. He's done as well.
Strike!
Yeah, but like I said, like these classes, they aren't the same thing. Like Pathfinder is not the same thing as D&D. The abilities aren't all the same. You know, the feats are different. So I find that if you're doing at least your first playthrough, it's pretty nice to just play it as like a straight, character. Because it removes that kind of like that a lot of confusion. Trust me, if I'm not going to, because there's no way that I can get that amount of experience. Also, a little bit upset about the level loss there, the negative levels. You reading character? I mean, well, if you were reading character build guides, I can English. Then yeah, more power to you. But like, I'm going into it fairly clean. Not to say like if you like reading character guide, that's on you, dude. I don't think it's a bad thing to do, especially for games like this. But I'm trying to personally.
I've been waiting.
Oh jeez, Louise. I've been trying to play like less min-maxy because I tend to play that and then I
Cat.
get very uninterested in the game.
A whole squad. You'll pay for this!
No, yeah, no, learning the rules can 100% make the game easier. No, I agree with that 100%. I've just, the problem is if I try to min-max, I kind of lose interest in it. Like, for example, Divinity, I want to go back and play it, but I haven't. But, like, I min-maxed in Divinity Hardcore, and just looking at those, like, the guides and everything made me lose my interest in the game. So, if you like it, I'm not, trust me, I'm not dissing it. And you're alive.
Thank you.
Chaotic evil. What are you doing
There
here?
are times when you can't protect the living without visiting the dead.
No, yeah,
In the
no.
depths
Again,
of blackest darkness lie the truths that will once more shine their healing light on the surface.
right. Have fun your way. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying, for me personally, it's not something that I can do because it shows that I lose interest. But plus, this game, right? Like I said, you can miss out on characters. I think I've missed out on at least one that I know of, right? And that's like I said, that I know of, right? I've not looked up the characters, but I managed to find a new character that I'd literally never seen before. So it was a trade-off, but I don't know exactly why I missed on the other character. But you can miss out on them, and it's a completely different story each time because if you're playing as good, you can have your characters. Each character has like has their own story, right? So Valerie gets into a fight, you can either help her out more with it, you can stand back. I allowed Amari to beat some guy to death. She got in trouble for it, So it plays very differently, depending on how you do it.
Within the depths lie only darker depths. As you descend into darkness, you will find no stars.
But yeah, no,
If
I
you
mean,
had truly listened to the silence of the dead, you would have learned the one lesson they have to teach.
I think that reading up on a guide for this for character building is probably a good thing if you never play anything Pathfinder related, because you know, it is a trust me, every time I look at the level screen my brain dies a little bit, going like, okay, what am I picking here? Do I want this, that, or the other? Which feat do I want? Which spells are good? You know.
Have you abandoned all hope of finding the light of truth?
Our genuine truths do not shine, sister. They absorb all light, as well as those who seek them. We only find true peace after first finding true despair. You cannot see truth while you are yet blinded by the false glimmer of hope.
Sometimes the sister seems to be struck speechless. Do you know what happened in
Strange and horrible things happen in these ancient lands. I know of what bothers you. Have no doubt. My sisters and the powers that sent us know exactly what to do. That is all I can tell you for now.
What does the word kind mean?
The name of an ancient evil that once reigned in these lands.
We already know who she is. I'm not
Worry
going to bother.
over it. For centuries now, it has been a little more than a word carved on old stones. Frightful, but powerless.
Okay. Also, there's a lot more voice acting that was in this. This game is a lot of reading.
And the benevolent forces that brought you here.
Like, I've been doing a lot of voice acting for it.
Their life ends here.
Oh, I'm so glad that she left me to fight. What is this? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 whole fucking... Ah, fuck me. Why are there so many Cyclopses? Am I worried? Yes, a little bit, you know. Go ahead and play your loot. Then you don't have anything to help here, so just shoot him.
Serves you right.
Also, be careful, right? If when you're playing, you can hit space to skip. Not skip, but like, well, yes, skip. You can skip your turn, but you can also skip like movement, so like it'll play the animation faster. Be careful, because I've accidentally skipped my turn that way. I'm going mound. Got one coming up from... Oh, it's a priest. Of course it's a priest. Do I want to have her move? I'm going to have her move over here-ish. Cyclops, another priest.
I'm not doing it wrong. Spell is flawed.
Also, be prepared to miss a lot. There's a lot of time missing my attacks. Pop one of these over here, eh? Very nice.
What a waste.
Can I get... Also, if you hold control, so like that AoE spell I was just casting, if I hold control, I guess I fucked that up. Of course I did.
You deserved it.
You're able to target the ground rather than a person, which is important. Also, be careful. Be careful with your uses of positive healing. So, harem as a what's the word? The cleric brain. Harem as a cleric has a skill called Channel Positive Healing, which heals your party. It also heals any living individuals that are near you for some reason. But when a just have a rage. Also, find an Amari, one of these. I got this one at Varnhold. It removes fatigue. She can essentially rage forever now, because rage causes fatigue. I highly rate Amari. One of my favorite characters. Very good.
Become as dust.
Very good damage dealer. I can probably just do some damage to him. I'm wondering why that guy's not come out of his room yet. I think he just keeps trying to hold person me from inside of his little closet. Let's have him start taking care of that guy. And the attack didn't go through for some reason. Don't worry, Amari. I'm here to help.
Stay behind me.
He's really obsessed with that whole person.
Bring it.
Jeez Louise. What he critted me for 40 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Flames take you.
Okay. See, we got a good team comp here. We got an excellent team comp.
Where I step in.
Nobody has died. Oh my god. Please. Please, my smile it on, my perfect boy. Kill harder. That's expected. I'm useless. The smile on is really what makes up for my existence. Here I can fire through this wall. No complaints, I guess. Minus the fire, the not one to hit. Come on, it's one priest. Is he really that hard to hit? He's standing in a corner, slowly sobbing about his dead zombie friends and how they didn't get to serve their undead god. Of course. I screwed myself by walking myself into the... Ooh, what did you find, Harem? Ooh. Nice thing to turn. Donk. Now, instead of checking all these corpses, I'm just going to leave.
Anything else?
More or less. Battle Axe +3, Light Shield +3. I don't think I'll be using those, but you know, it's pretty nice. 4,000 gold. Gold is very important. Make sure to collect gold. Hoard it, like the dragon you're born to be. Remember death, for death always remembers you. I am 12 and this is deep. Nothing in here. Make sure to have a high perception as well. High perception allows you to spot traps and treasures that one might miss. Oh.
Why?
Before you is the same raven as before. It sits, adjusts itself, then ruffles its feathers a few times as it tries to settle on its perch. Finally, it cocks its head to the side and fixes you with a single eye.
Why spare the sister when you could rid yourself of her? Why let the weak survive? A wise answer it would be, if not croaked from the throat of a lesser race.
Raven shifts on his perch, but remains silent. I don't know what this this raven's about. Oh, cool! Free exit. Take a quick look in here. Make sure there's nothing special. Always search because you might find something like that. There we. Perfect example.
Applause, please.
Always search because you might just find something. I wonder if there was a trader in that camp that I wasn't paying attention to. Because, I could get rid of some of this stuff. I have too much junk on me. Let's see. Anything else that we might need to pick up? I'm not going to pick up all the heavy stuff because there might not be a trader in the camp. I am, of course, going to take all the masterwork because 100 gold is always worth it. Magic stuff is also always good. Just, you know, word to the wise, if it's a masterwork, it's worth 100 pieces of gold. That's pretty good. Especially when, you know, the regular one's worth 10, 12. And you need gold. Your barony ain't gonna build itself. What did I just kick? What have I knocked over? What mess have I made this time? Okay. Could have gone worse. We do need to get rid of those negative levels. I do have a buttload of diamond dust on me, and as long as Harem does his rest, we should be fine. Let's take a quick trip back to the barbarian camp, because I can't go to Varnhold and see if they got anything to
Resting would be nice.
trade.
Don't you think?
Also, just skip encounters at the end of the game. Well, not at the end of the game. I feel like there's still like a lot left, right? Because just, you know, just so we're clear, I own from like here to there, and there's still like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 territories that I don't own, and I've never even been to these 4, so you know, I think there's still a good chunk of chapters left. Plus, I think I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I do remember seeing a streamer that I like play there was a DLC. I didn't watch him play it because I didn't want to spoil myself on it, but I saw that he was playing it. There was like, he was got early access to a DLC for this game.
Adventures can wait.
So any traders in here? Oh, Dead Dog the Merchant. Sounds like a trader to me. Show me your wares, my boy. Ducky boy, keep a cold iron on hand just in case. Do I want the compass longbow +1? No, I think the one I have is better. I'm keeping these extra swords for fun. I think this might be good for the guy we never use. I collect extra gear for my other my other characters, even though I kind of like the party I'm sticking with right now, because, you know, maybe if we end up using them. Troy person breaker. Nope. Shape stash. Don't need that. Don't need a light shield. Don't need a bunch of +1 breastplate. Full plate's just expensive. That's why I kept that. Keep the padded armor. I don't think I need the robe of fire. Press the offer button to get rid of those rings. +1 is not important. +2 is not important. Actually, I'll keep. No one else using strength. Didn't know these cloaks. I've got more than enough at home. I do need these. If they have a little, so you can't really see it with these ones, but there's a little yellow circle behind these. You can trade them to a certain NPC back in your capital. So it's good to keep that on you. 31,000 gold. Yeah, I'll take that. I think maybe. So what do we keep? Adamantine breastplate. What is Harem wearing? Adamantine half plate. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, sure. I don't need 2 of them, though. I just need the... Wait, was it not... Why... that's a weird bug. I'm assuming that's adamantine as well, because it's got the same price and it was stacked. But for some reason, it's not showing as adamantine. Anything else that I want to buy from this guy? You wouldn't happen to have the bag of holding, would you? Of course he doesn't. But, you know. Adamantine, very good. Essentially, it's got a DR on it, so it means damage reduction. I don't know if it ever explains that anywhere. But, you know, it's medium armor, so it's a 2/DR. I think halves the damage? I don't know. Oh, I didn't actually know that. It's that, it doesn't say anywhere, but Masterwork Weapons is essentially like a, kind of like a +1, I believe. If I'm not incorrect, I had to look it up initially, but it's been a long while. Masterwork Weapons are actually just better. It doesn't say anywhere, but they are, so do equip those at the beginning of the game. But also, apparently, it's always Masterwork if you buy Adamantine. I mean, it makes sense. Who's using Adamantine if not a master of the craft? Master of the crafter. Also, whenever you level up, make sure to set your spells. I've definitely leveled up a lot and then not set my spells afterwards, and but I had the spells for another 3 to 4 weeks, not remembering to equip those spells.
Adventures can wait.
Okay. Kingdom is probably in flames, but not that it's telling me about, so for now we're good. No, I didn't know that point. And I really think I use those doing willy-nilly sometimes.
I'm there.
Hello, barbarian. Just go ahead and put that quick save now. Yeah, there are 2 ways to do combat in this game. There's the turn-based mode, which I prefer, and the jeez Louise, and the real time, which I have not used because it just looks such a mess when you look at it. Well, actually, I used it very slightly when there's like 1 enemy left and I'm tired of clicking on them. But I don't know. Works enough for me this way, so
You deserved it.
I'm fine with it. Yes, if it's the enemy's turn or an ally's turn, just skip it. I think the AI has AI for the most part. If oh. Why am I the one with the negative levels still? It doesn't say that it goes away. I guess Harem healed them, but not me? I mean, okay. Really mean Harem, but you know. Alpha works off in the distance. That guy die? No, he's just a knockdown. Oh yeah, AO, like, I'm trying not to get knocked down, if you can avoid it. The attack of opportunity is very, very unforgiving in this game. Okay, the wargs aren't in league with the zombies. Press H to halt. Look at the shortcut keys. Trust me. Look at the shortcut keys. It'll probably help in the long run. A lot of them are actually very helpful, if you can remember them. Also, I guess, you know, if I'm showing off little shortcut things, if you right-click, for example, if you right-click this, no, not this, but if you right-click a spell, like Mirror Image, I can set that as my default action, if you right-click it. So if you're playing like a sorcerer or a wizard who has a cantrip that you want to use, or if you're using the Elementalist, you can right-click that attack and it'll use it by its default as your default attack.
it.
Okay, more zombies coming in. God, this is probably the biggest combat I've been in. Well, actually, there was that goblin one. With all those goblins. Too many goblins. Too many goblins. Goblins, Charlie. Goblins everywhere.
You should have run!
This space place is different.
Flames take you.
Also, yeah, just pay attention to your lot of level up stuff, right? I know it's kind of you know, obvious, but if she's gonna have to move anyway, may as well move the full 20 feet. Because for the elementalist, right, you get a -1 burn every couple levels, and I did not know that, and it would have definitely changed how I was playing a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, but you know. I wish I killed the enemy that's near it. Like I said, attack of opportunity is very brutal in this game. So, do try to kill the enemy before you stand up if at all possible.
Stay behind me.
Unless you're playing with a character like Valerie who has an AC that is insanely high. Because then they can't hit him anyway. So if you did somehow manage to get that knockdown hit in, not that big of a deal.
Taste my fury.
Cool. Man, very cool that all of the Cyclopses learned how to make fucking zombies. How much footprints in the dirt? I wonder why. Just skin all of them for funsies. I don't know. I feel like if you know you're going back to a merchant, you can just collect all once you leave an area. Once you're ready to leave an area. I don't know how encumbrance affects you. I think it lowers your movement speed. So if your party's encumbered or your character's encumbered, it will lower their movement speed. But if you're going to the main map, it just lowers the traveling speed. So if you're not going back to the camp and everything, just do that. Here's scar across the face of a sturdy, silver-haired woman. An eye patch hides her left eye, while right shines with silver. She raises her bloody blade in salute. You came just in time. We owe you one. You an ASMR? What? Don't I look like a celestial? Haha. Yes, I'm an ASMR. ASMR. No idea which of my great-grandmothers made it with a celestial, but my entire lineage, the blood only manifested in me. I'm sure that was the plan all along. It's a common custom to strengthen the bloodline with the blood of orcs, or whatever powerful beings come in handy. My birth was deemed a good sign, proof of the god's blessing. But I call it bullshit. The god's blessing should be earned on the battlefield. What are you doing here? What do you care? We came here, so we obviously have business here. What about you? What are you doing here? Could have sent me. What? Why? What does the old man think we can't handle ourselves, huh? Hill looks around briefly, then back at you. Well, to be honest, you did really help us. How about helping with one more thing? Here's the deal. We came with one of the witches to look for some trash in the tomb. We set camp, and the sister took some of my people to the ruins around dawn. Never came back. Dan. I don't know why I said dawn like that. Instead, these zombies cyclopses started crawling out from all over the place. Fun day, huh? My group can't afford to be separated now. We only barely fought off those things off. So how about this? You scout the place and look for our people. Find out if any of them are alive. I'll pay you in gold. Deal? Deal. Great. I mean, if you'll pay me extra gold for doing it, yeah, that's what I was here for. paid to do a task I was already doing, I'm 100%, dog. You got it. Also, hold tab. Tab is a, tab will show you, like, things you can interact with. Okay, X+1, so just garbage. So many blows to drop this enormous undead beast. Bandits. Okay.
In due time.
I guess I recommend focusing down, what's that Cyclops doing?
We've down better ones.
Cyclops, bandits. Yeah, alchemists, very annoying. Try to take them down first if you can. Or rogues. Rogues as well. Because rogues have sneak attack, and sneak attacks do a lot of damage. Very peak. I also forgot to heal myself. Rip.
Don't hold back.
Serves you right. Leading you out of our story. Strike worth a legend.
Yeah, some part of me is not overly concerned about what that bandit's going to do to Valerie. Doesn't matter, Harem's too slow to help anyway. Poor Harem. He tries his best.
This will hurt.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Good cleave there, zombie. Or zombie. It's kind of weird to see like other creatures as zombies. I guess you're right. I never really considered it, but in D&D there would be like zombie orcs and zombie elves and zombie halflings and all that. But like, you know, how often when you're playing D&D does the DM go into describing like, you know, any other race of undead? I will happily use a restoration on myself. Do you to cast the harem, or you just keep waving your fingers around? Thank you. Ooh. Yeah, MR doesn't need to get rid of the wisdom damage. I will, however, because I no longer need 3 restorations, I will get rid of 2 of them. And do I want to keep dismissal? I didn't pick up greater dismissal. Then again, I've never actually used dismissal properly. That's for sure. I'll keep the second restoration. I mean, it can be used as a heal anyway, so if I truly get desperate. More of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you guys got on you? Oh, the alchemist was carrying a boatload of potions as part of the course. I mean, I guess it makes sense. What would alchemist have on him if not potions? Probably herbs, I guess, would be the next best alchemist thing. I imagine he's not, you know, mixing up the potions as he's going along. That would be just insane. Though, pretty skilled. Though, I think that's what an artificer does, right? Like, if you're playing, D&D, your artificer, like, mixes up potions on the spot. Or, like, mixes together ingredients to cause their magics. Their various magics. I think you'll find that your kobold... Oh, okay. A Cyclops. Oop. Bandit Bard and a bandit. What's a chastener? What is a chastener? Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. It's fine. Can I get all three? I can. That one's probably a rogue, level 9 rogue. Fighter, rogue, bard, and just a fighter.
Any last wishes?
I guess I really want the rogue dead first. Like I said, rogue damage, very not fun. If you're gonna get stabbed by anybody, I recommend not getting stabbed by the rogue. And that's our beautiful Smilodon. Ready, just cleaning up house. We're all here just supporting him. Oh, god dang it. Make sure also, when you're clicking your movement, that you don't accidentally have the 5 foot selected. I believe you can select it by just right clicking when you're looking at your movement. It doesn't let you decide to move 5 feet, then continue to use your movement, because it assumes that you're going to use your full turn if you're doing the 5 foot of movement, which, you know, that is fair. You know, I'm not going to argue that it is something that is crazy. Doesn't mean I'm not a little bit upset by it.
This is where I step in.
I reserve the right to be both fine and upset with everything, as I am with most games. Oh boy. Tell you what though, I did finally finish. You know, we did Biomutant on stream. If you are so interested in that game, it is again available on the YouTube channel. You can watch it there. Not a very good game. I think it definitely was lacking very heavily. There are better games available, though it wasn't uninteresting. Definitely needed more combat, and the achievements, which I have now obtained, are absolute trash. I hate them. Some of them make sense, like, oh, meet all the NPCs you can find. Yeah, okay, makes sense, But the one of the sets of achievements requires you to collect a bunch of like certain animals that you have to collect for the main missions earlier in the game, and let's just say that they spawn like 5 at a time, and you have to either wait an hour or restart the game. And I've tried restarting the game and it didn't work for me. Other people said it did. It didn't work for me. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That, you know, I was told it would work, but I had to just wait an hour each time, and that was a little less than fun. Now, to be fair, I do like achievements. I'm an achievement focused fella. I don't do them on stream because it's a lot of just repeating stuff. I show off the I show off the game on stream, and then I get achievements in my own time. Okay, I guess Canera, it's on you.
Taste my fury.
How many Cyclopses? Are we talking 3, 4, 5? Or just the one? Just the one, it would seem.
Serves you right.
Harry, you can just wait there, buddy. You got that all sorted out, buddy. You are just fine. Oh, fuck. Holding down space. That allows you to, enter the turn-based mode. Not the turn-based mode, the real-time strategy. Allows you to disable the turn-based mode. Which, again, I don't like the, okay, we're still in combat. From that guy.
You deserved it.
I think we just shot him in his armpit and it bounced off. To be fair, if I were shooting an enemy, I probably wouldn't aim for their armpit.
Onwards!
Was that another enemy, or was that a...
Become as dust.
Hey, this was just the one. Why does it say the Smilodon... He can't walk past these two nerds. Me and Amari just blocking the path. So he's just gonna have to walk all the way around. To be fair, not 100% sure he would be able to use a turn anyway. So, again, I'm not gonna complain really. But it's fine. Also, apparently there's another one somewhere. He's up there. Can I... Is that a... No, it's a dead bandit. Come on, Amari. Save my butt. And you missed. Come back, Smilodon! You went the wrong way. Just have to move anyway. Might as well move your full movement. Thank you. Here comes Amari. Or Valerie. I can remember names. Notice how it's only the two female characters that I want. Two hot female characters that I'm getting wrong. God damn it, Canera. Oh, he had a scrap of the thing. Maybe we'll get that done. These steps are too large for human feet. Are they? Are they really? Because, like, you know, all things considered, I've seen some very large human steps. Poor soul's skull was crushed and the brain was removed. How is Ari looking? It's fine. I'll just have her drink a potion. Again, we're carrying around 60 medium potions. I think I can afford to use a couple of them. Oh, wards. Can you go ahead and stealth for me? Masterwork, masterwork, masterwork. And now having to fight the wargs. And again, now we're still very far from a level up. Hey, these are barbarians. That means we're going in the right direction, at the very least. 50 for 150, it's, you know, worth over double, it's way, that's fine. I want to say triple, but then again, I feel like, I know triple is right. It doesn't change the fact that I feel like saying triple is wrong. A huge slab of rock, there's not, the word rock's not even there. Huge slab, stone slab, yeah. A huge stone slab blocks entrance to the tomb. The ancient stone surface is covered in worn inscriptions, barely visible beneath the moss. Read the inscriptions. The entrance reveals several phrases in the ancient cyclopean language. Cruel and evil go into the blind darkness, while kind and merciful go into the even deeper darkness. Impenetrable blackness. Darkness opens every door. Wise and stupid, lewd and ascetic. There's not a single path in this world that won't lead into ultimate darkness. Such wise, beautiful words. Ick! What a load of nonsense. I was hoping for a legend, or maybe a poem, or at least some sort of ancient recipe. Kebab! The face says, before you have... where'd she go? If you have a chance to take a single step, a voice calls out from inside the tomb. Wait! Do not enter! Prop up the door, or it will close behind you. Unwilling to tempt fate, you move a large stone in the entrance to the door. Okay. Ensuring the slab won't close behind you, you step into the damp, cold darkness of the tomb. We actually are going to end it here because it is 12 o'clock. If she has any information for us once we get inside, we'll read that, then we'll end it. But, we're not going to go this tomb. Again, 9 to 12. Well, again, TM, I haven't said it. 12 is when I'm going to call it because I start to get a bit loopy. Plus, I need to sleep at some point in my life. Here we go. The only breathing creature in this ancient tomb is a miniature woman. Wrapped in a great cloak, she looks as if like a ghost herself. What do you know about Varnhold?
I don't know much about the place, but ice-cold winds of ill fate blow over it. If my sisters are still alive, we can tell you more together.
Does the word mean anything to you?
Groups of mortals didn't utter this word for thousands of years. It would be for the best if it remained so. Don't worry about the shadow of the past. It dispersed forever the day the sky fell upon the earth.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Same as you, searching for the truth. My fate brought me here and opened the door before me. I didn't know it would slam shut behind my back. If fate didn't bring you here right after me, I would soon fall asleep beside the owners of this tomb.
Maybe such fate would have been for the best.
Once, Cyclopses used to own these lands, but their race was doomed to extinction. Their fortresses and palaces crumbled into dust, and only tombs remain.
There's a question.
I'm one of the defaced sisters. A
Yeah,
humble
just
servant.
garbage.
I was afraid
Just the
I'd
same
never see
junk.
her again. Let benevolent spirits guide you on your path. Let them help you, just like you helped me.
Owen gives a bow and leaves the tomb. Okay, yeah, we're gonna come back. Tomorrow's gonna be... Yeah, tomorrow I'm not busy. The next 2 weeks my streaming might be spotty after this week, so starting this Saturday, streaming might be a little bit more spotty because I gotta deal with some family junk for the next 2 weeks, more or less. Be on and off kind of thing, but tomorrow's more Heroes of Rogue Heroes, Legends of Tassos. I think that's the right way to pronounce the game's title. Those are the right order of words. I can't remember. It's really filling to stay in my head. But see you guys tomorrow. Do the stuff you like the video like. See you tomorrow. Has a little bit of a stroke tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream before I lose my sanity on stream. See you guys later.